50 Cent needs to back out of this beef with T.I. before it's too late. Ooh. The beef is looking lopsided, and 50 Cent is losing a beef with T.I.
50 Cent is definitely losing. But he not losing to T.I. He losing to T.I.'s son. It's a difference. But losing is still losing. Nigga, if my son beat you, I beat you too, nigga.
Merely because T.I.'s son, King Harris, decided to step in his beef. See, when 50 Cent started the beef with T.I., I don't think 50 Cent anticipated or knew that T.I. was raising the light-skinned Tupac in his home.
All right, go outside, wet that whole shit up. And one of the niggas in Clubhouse was in the gas station. I didn't even know, though. This is not a main member of his again. So he get back on Clubhouse like, boy, y'all was in that gas station, y'all just woo-woo. And I'm like, yeah. And then we end up shooting up his house. He running, slipping through mud, all type of shit.
Is he talking about bullets,
and then
guns?
He called the war off. He said, "Nah, it's over. It's done." I'm walking out of Waffle House by his house. I tell my people before I go out, I say, "Hey, I don't give a fuck what he said. He ain't over with." I say, "Y'all be on point. Keep y'all guns in y'all hand out here with the woo." I walk in there, order my food. I come out. I got my head on my phone. Something just say, "Look up." I see two niggas with dreads and black hoodies run across the green box, start lighting it up. So boom, I just hear tagging the glass. I get down, open my car door. My gun was an automatic, so I opened my car door, grabbed it, ran at them. But they emptied the clip and started running, so they ran in some bushes while we chasing them down.
We thought the kid was a Rugrat character the whole time. He a savage, which would explain.
Bro, he has to be talking about paintball. Please, somebody tell me he talking about paintball guns.
And how little F's this kid has given.
No, that nigga don't give a fuck.
See, 50 Cent and T.I. had their own thing going on, and then 50 Cent posted T.I.'s wife, which is his mom. So he was forced to step in the beef to defend his mom. And since he has stepped in the beef, it's been literally lopsided. This kid has been giving 50 Cent hell, and it hasn't stopped, right? In our last update, we talked about how he kind of exposed 50 Cent for allegedly setting his baby mama house on fire while his son was in it. Like 50 Cent was playing with dildos at some point in his career. There's photos of this. So he exposed a lot of information about 50 Cent. I feel like the world wasn't privy to, but he hasn't stopped there. Today, he's back with more information about 50 Cent. 50 Cent. The first time 50 Cent posted T.I.'s wife, T.I.'s son, King, posted 50 Cent's dead mother and made fun of her and posted her grave.
Right.
But 50 Cent apparently didn't learn his lesson because now he's back to posted T.I.'s wife again. He posted this picture of Tiny this morning.
He came back.
King,
he don't want to talk about how he deleted all them whatchamacallits though. The other day we proved and we got that for a fact, shorty. He took all that shit off. I think it was probably his team like, hey, you don't want to really play with this right here, buddy, okay?
So
he said he changed his mind.
More disrespectful and go after 50 Cent again. King responded back to what 50 Cent did by posting a picture of 50 Cent as a kid.
He even deleted that. He even deleted that, bro. I swear, bro. I'm on his page right now. I'm on 50 Cent real page, yeah. Even that picture that he just showed is not on here no more, bro.
Drawing that he did of his deceased mother.
He ain't ready to
King
play.
would title this, "You are a great artist, Lil Ninja. Look just like Miss Jackson, ugly laughing. How much to buy it? 50 Cent, I'll pay top dollar." Now, I've never seen this picture. I'm probably sure it was like a quick Google search away.
Yeah.
But this is just crazy, man. Now, King didn't stop here, bro. King continued the disrespect. So King now apparently had a picture of 50 Cent's mother. So King dropped a diss track to 50 Cent where he's smoking on 50 Cent's dead mama.
Oh, no.
Yeah, how dare you talk about mamas? Your mama in the grave, you digger.
Oh, my God. He said, how dare you talk about my... Oh, my Lord, have mercy. This kid is crazy.
King dropped a diss track to 50 Cent where he's smoking on 50 Cent's dead mama.
Yeah, how dare you talk about mamas? Your mama in the grave, you digger. They put her under. Buy my mama, big on that. Static, I want thunder. Same the depression. The only one with comps. Since you trolling, let's get petty. They should shot. Ready. Yeah, I seen the black and white. You call the police, tell the business. You can talk that shit outside, but when you come outside, be ready. I don't know about what's gonna happen, but I know that karma dead. Tell me Jackson that I'm sorry, but I don't know why the someone even get me started. I ask God.
He said, tell me, I ain't gonna lie, this shit riding too. That's the crazy part. Tell Miss Jackson that I'm sorry, but your son know damn well something to get me started.
It's the hell to start the Curtis started. I just changed it for my son, but since legit I've been cold-hearted. Raised the risk it for my mama, so this shit ain't disregarded. Like my flow, retarded. Tell the police that I'm capping, I'm just rapping, I'm an artist. Ain't the type to start no shit, the type to finish what they started. Keep it
He ain't hit the loud one
ain't
time.
supposed to be no target. From that south, yeah, I ain't going out for nothing. Shot that boy 9 times, they should've shot him once right in his muscle. Really mad cause Diddy, he was cuffing, she was touching on my pops.
I mean, listen, man, the diss track was boo-boo, okay? The diss track was garbage. It was trash.
That wasn't bad.
Not... Earlier in the day, he posted the Lodi Mac paperwork. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me explain. King Harris made this post on Instagram, and he says, I got 21 questions, but just answer this one. So who was Lodi Mac, y'all know? Whoever he was, after he died, that's when Freaky Cent started to fear for his life. And, well, it's up there. Is this who called my pops a rat with no black and white? Well, here's yours, sir. Now, the black and white he posted ain't really new to people like myself who has done, like, I think I did a full video on Lodi Mac and Jimmy Henchman. If you guys are not tapped in, go to my video. It probably got, I dropped this one when I had like 50 subscribers, so it probably did like 2,000 views, but it's still informative, okay? Now, the paperwork is in black and white, and King posted, okay? So here's the paperwork if you guys have not seen it yet, okay? So the paperwork states, again, this is from the U.S. Department of Justice Report of Investigation, and it says, on or about October 9th, 2009, Sergeant Brian Smith received an anonymous call from a cell phone number. The caller stated that we should investigate James Rosman, a.k.a. Jimmy Henchman, in regards to the Lowell Fletcher, a.k.a. Lodi Mac homicide. Now, Lodi Mac, if you guys don't know, this was Tony Yayo's best friend, right? This was Tony Yayo's right-hand man, right? So he was a real integral part of, of like G-Unit and their street reputation. After further investigation, so they investigated this tip, it was discovered that the phone that was used in the anonymous tip was connected to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. On October 12, 2009, Sergeant Brian Smith David Torres arrived at the home of Jackson located at blank, Farmington, Connecticut. Jackson confirmed that he was the person who placed the anonymous call and that he was in fear of his life following the death of Lodi Mac.
Jackson confirmed that he was the person who placed the call and that he was in fear of his life following the death of Lodi Mac Fletcher. Jackson is 50 Cent, bro.
When asked what he believed the motive for henchmen to murder Lodi Mac, he stated that he believed Lodi Mac was killed for the assault to Jimmy Henchman's 14-year-old son, Lodi, and various band members from the G-Unit group have participated in it. Now, the paperwork will state that Jackson stated that he will cooperate with the investigation and will be willing to provide any information he may have in connection to shooting involving Jimmy Henchman.
So this black and white,
disclosed that he was shot.
That's what I be saying. Like, I don't be taking nobody serious, especially these rap niggas. I don't take nobody serious when they call other people rats, because like 9 times out of 10, gang, your ass and told the popo something too. Like, you're in black and white paperwork talking about so you called the police on the nigga, talking about like, come on, bro, what are we talking about?
And the person who attempted to kill him had been hired by Irvin Lorenzo, a.k.a. Irv Gotti, and Kenneth McGriff, a.k.a. Supreme, further asserting the fear for his life.
Right.
Now, this paperwork has always been called into question. 50 Cent has stated in the past that it was fake.
Oh, they say
Tony Yayo has also stated in the past that it was fake.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys don't know the story of Jimmy Henchman and and Lodi Mac,
I ain't gonna lie. If it's fake, it's a good fake. It looked pretty. Goddamn it. I ain't saying it's hard to make no fake, but I'm just saying, like, look at the lines. It looked like it was like copied and like, you know what I'm saying? Look at the lines. Look at what's redacted, the way they redacted it. Some of the lines is like, it's not like a perfect picture.
Mac was killed Let me remind you guys.
Reignited the beef, leading to a fresh wave of diss tracks from both 50 Cent and The Game. The back and forth was intense, and neither side seemed willing to back down. In 2007, the beef took a dangerous turn. In March of that year, Jimmy Henchman's son was heading into the building where his father's office was located. Tony Yayo and his associate, Lodi Mack, happened to cross paths with the 14-year-old. They confronted him, and Tony Yayo slapped the kid while Lodi Mack flashed a gun, threatening his life.
Oh, that's crazy.
The boy went inside and told his father about the encounter. The whole incident was caught on camera, leading to Tony Yayo's arrest. Although the charges against Yayo were eventually dismissed, Lodi Mack took the fall, claiming he was the one who hit the boy. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison for the assault. Tragically, just a couple of weeks after Lodi Mack was released from prison, he was shot dead in New York. This wasn't a random act of violence. Jimmy Henchman had put a hit out on him. According to Tony Yayo, the man who Lodi Mack was actually his cellmate in prison.
Jimmy Henchman case, all this is documented. But the hitman was actually in jail with my friend. So he befriended him in jail. And then when he got home, that's the same hitman that was his friend in jail. It was the actual hitman.
The was meticulously planned by Henchman and his
he got locked up.
They got information about Lodi Mack's release.
I ain't know this.
When they initially tried to identify
when all this was going on in 2007, I was 9 years old. I don't know.
By him, they missed him, but they persisted. Eventually, they found out who Lodi Mack's lawyer was and called the lawyer, pretending to be a friend of a close associate, Biggie. They told the lawyer that Biggie had asked them to look after Lodi Mack now that he was out of prison. Lodi Mack, grateful for the supposed help and thinking a friend was looking out for him, agreed to meet up with them. Tragically, this led to his demise. This was just the beginning of the chaos Jimmy Henchman unleashed on Tony Yayo and 50 Cent. The first time Jimmy tried to kill 50 Cent was pretty wild. He was driving down Manhattan's West Side Highway and decided to take his hand off the wheel to grab his gun. As he was passing by 50 Cent's building, he was ready to fire, but he had to stop when he noticed some cops tailing him. That failed attempt didn't deter him though.
That's crazy.
Jimmy got even more creative and sinister. He actually planned to blow up 50 Cent's bulletproof van. Knowing the cars were bulletproof, he figured an explosion might be the only way to get to 50. Jimmy's vendetta didn't stop there. He kept coming after Yayo and 50.
No, that's
there was
insane.
a drive-by shooting at Tony Yayo's mom's house, done with a silenced pistol. Jimmy's final attempt on Yayo's life was when he saw Tony Yayo's Bentley parked and decided to spray it with bullets. But, as luck would have it, Yayo was sitting inside his bulletproof van parked just behind the Bentley, so he escaped unharmed. After all these close calls, 50 Cent decided it was time to strike back. He knew that some of Jimmy Henchman's goons were based in Atlanta. 50 found one of their addresses and started leaving threatening phone calls. He even had his own goons leave a dead rat on the guy's doorstep.
Jimmy Henchman is currently in jail on like 2 life sentences. He's never getting out.
For real?
But Jimmy Henchman has maintained that he believes that 50 Cent snitched on him. However, there's been no real validation or verification of that particular paperwork. There's also another paperwork where they claim that 50 Cent put a restraining order on Irv Gotti and Ja Rule. There's no real verification of that paperwork as well. So currently it's just he said, she said. There's no like real proof of this, right?
Yeah.
Now, when Tony Yayo was kind of asked about whether or not he believed that 50 Cent snitched, Tony Yayo said that 50 Cent didn't need to snitch, and he don't believe that 50 Cent told because Jimmy Henchman had enough evidence against him to where they could pick him up.
50 Cent, at the end of the day, it's certain shit that he can't say. It's certain shit he can't go as low as King Harris can because 50 Cent still tied to stars and he got endorsements and companies and people to answer to for at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He don't own stars. You feel me? Like he got people, and even if he did own stars, he still gotta look out for advertisers and sponsors and shit like that. You feel me? He can't go in there. He can't go on Instagram and just say whatever he want to say how he care. You know, this is why you gotta be careful with them young niggas, man. I'm telling you, folks.